Welcome to a 2v2 on Moscow Outskirts Winter. This game is going to be Retaliation and SunBro versus Dr. Strangelove and Murda. Dr. Strangelove and Murda playing as Double Over Commando West in the North Base. Retaliation and SunBro playing as mixed allies in the South. Retaliation going Rifle Company right off the bat. Only player to choose his commander at the very beginning. And actually, look at that. He's going with a rear echelon ambulance start, so that's certainly not something you see every day. Presumably purchasing units that are not riflemen while he waits for the rifleman, the veteran rifleman ability cooldown to run its course. So just getting his ambulance out extremely early, kind of an interesting decision. I think the only thing I haven't seen now is teching grenades or something first, or not grenades, but like bazookas or BARs or something. Something you could also do before bringing out your riflemen. I've seen nothing but rear echelon troops in caches, rear echelon troops in ambulance. Anything other than riflemen. But the cooldown is up. You can call them in now. Meanwhile, there's already an engagement happening here on the left side. SunBro has produced some double conscript start, engaging with some Stern Pioneers. The truck has already moved up. It's taken a little bit of damage, so I guess he was utilizing it to push or just scout or something. The Stern Pioneers have lost one model and will need to pull back. 3 Volksgrenadiers being produced by Murda. Dr. Strangelove, on the other hand, going with 2 Volksgrenadiers, and then immediately constructing his mechanized regiment headquarters here in the back, so he's putting that up quite early. These rear echelon troops are utilizing volley fire on Dr. Strangelove's Stern Pioneers, and they will be forced to retreat. Meanwhile, it looks like he's going to capture this back point here with his medics when he gets a moment to micro that. These veteran riflemen are on the field. He called them in a little bit late though, so now he's kind of floating a lot while he waits for the cooldown to be up. You need to really make sure to pop that ability as soon as the cooldown is up, because you want to keep those riflemen coming in without you floating a whole bunch of resources. It's quite important. Be on the ball about that, despite also needing to micro your engagements. Rear echelon troops getting forced away by Volksgrenadiers. They're on the right side. These riflemen are going to move up into the strategic point, and they will start capturing it, and support from SunBro is on its way. 2 conscript squads will arrive to push away those Volksgrenadiers. These Volksgrenadiers will probably also be forced out of the house soon. Very soon if SunBro researches Molotovs, but it doesn't look like he has. Doesn't look like he has any intention of doing that. He has, in fact, tech to a special rifle command, which costs 10 more fuel dispatch than it did recently. I don't remember exactly when it changed. It was not a documented change, but at some point that changed for some reason. So that will make his ability to unlock AT grenades or Molotovs just that much later. Ambulance is moving up to reinforce his veteran riflemen. We also have a second squad of veteran riflemen on its way up to support. The Stern Pioneers that were pushed back earlier are going to capture the victory point. We also have an MG-34 hitting the field, but SunBro's M3 does have a flamethrower penals battalion inside, and it is going to force the machine gun away.
We have it.
We do have a Panzerschreck upgrade on one of Murda's Volksgrenadier squads, and it's making its way towards that M3. I think he spotted it with his conscript, so he is pulling back to safety. Meanwhile, it looks like a flak half-track is about to hit the field.
Is now available for operations.
Field promotion! Enemy movement! On the flank! Infantry zone! Parachutes! Incoming! Hit the mark! Protect the flank! Return fire! Return fire! Ready!
One of those veteran riflemen doing? They got way too close to that flag half track. He almost loses the squad on the retreat, but he does make it away just barely. So he does know about the flag half track now. The M3 is going to be able to get to safety. As for map control, the Allies are not doing very well. SunBro is focusing a little too much on microing his scout car, and he hasn't really taken any territory here on the left side. We also have an extremely aggressive battle group headquarters here for Murda. I feel that that placement is quite precarious, very far removed from anywhere where his teammate could potentially support him. The one good push by the Allies could definitely threaten to destroy that. An anti-tank rifle grenade does connect with the flag half track, but it looks like he just lost an entire rifleman squad just to do that. I'm not sure why he did that. There's no point in firing an anti-tank grenade at a vehicle that you can't follow up on unless you're afraid that it's going to wipe you on retreat like it looks, but a flag half track has no ability to chase. So that accomplished nothing except for the death of that rifleman squad.
Get ready! They gotta pay the track! Engineer ready. Enemy infantry. Reporting engineer losses!
You have orders for us?
Shoot back, comrades! Man down! Get down! Uta!
Conscripts are going to move up to engage Folks Grenadiers in the center. That grenade kind of fell a little bit flat, didn't do a whole lot. The flag half track has been repaired and is moving up to defend this area, and things are not looking good for the Allies right now. Despite Murda floating 900 manpower at the 7-minute mark, which is crazy. He's still operating on nothing but his 3 Folks Grenadiers and Sturmpio squad. Yet they hold the entire map. SunBro really needs to make some more infantry squads and spread out and take some territory. U.S. Forces players should definitely be doing the same with his rear echelon troops, since they're not all that useful in combat, although they did just wipe a Folks Grenadier squad here on the right while Murda wasn't paying any attention. It looks like we are going to see an attempt to take out the flag half track, but he needs his teammates' support. Guards are a little bit slow to move up, and that pretty much just got shut down. It is taking pretty heavy damage from those PTRSs. It pops smokes, pull back for repairs. Meanwhile, over here on the left side, his scout car has pushed away all threats and is taking the munitions point, getting some reinforcement done here in the base as well, and that will be captain tier chosen by Retaliation rather than lieutenant. So he is going to produce an AT. No, he canceled his AT gun for some reason. I think an AT gun would have been a pretty good choice. Alright. Apparently he's just going to hold out for Stewart, I guess. I think he's probably just holding out for Stewart. He could have got both, though. Certainly nothing wrong with getting grabbing an AT gun. It's quite important as rifle company to purchase an AT gun, since you cannot paradrop them like you can with recon or airborne. But I guess it might be a little early if he thinks that he can take the flag half track out with just a Stewart and his bazookas. And that is a lot of Jaeger light infantry being produced by Murda. Apparently that's why he was floating so much. He was waiting for 3 command points so that he could start bringing those in. But honestly, I don't think they're that great. In fact, both Overcommando West players have now built almost exclusively to counter infantry. So as soon as any form of light vehicle or armor hits the field, I think they're going to start to struggle a little bit. In fact, I think they're quite lucky the U.S. Forces player did not purchase an AA half-track or utility car. That being said, it's quite risky to go lieutenant tier with Rifle Company.
Infantry attack!
Infiltration grenades being thrown on all this stuff. Fortunately, the mortar retreats to safety, but the M3 does get destroyed. The penals inside got out just in time. They're going to attempt to wipe that squad, which just canceled its retreat. Oh, but that set of infiltration grenades just wiped the penal battalion completely. But a Jaeger Light Infantry squad also went down. Conscripts moving up, force away those Folks Grenadiers. Meanwhile, these guards probably need to pick that PTRS back up before retreating. More infiltration grenades going out. Meanwhile, over here, he did in fact go Stuart. His Stuart has caught the AA half-track way out of position, and during the blizzard, it doesn't have the speed to get to safety. Stuart is about to waste a shot on those Folks Grenadiers, but I don't think there's any hope of escape for that flag half-track. There it goes. It was Vet 2 as well. Very nice usage of the Stuart. The Stuart, in my opinion, is not a very good unit, but this is one of the very few situations where a Stuart is definitely the right call when you're having trouble with the flag half-track, because it's basically the perfect counter to it. Oh no! No! Well, so much for that Stuart. I guess it did its job, though. Losing a Stuart is not as big of a setback to an American player as losing the flag half-track is to the Overcommando West players, so pretty good trade. That will definitely open up the U.S. Forces players' ability to attack with infantry once again. But of course, he does need to be careful not to lose so many full squads. His infantry army is not very impressive right now. Only 2 rifle squads and a captain and some rear echelon troops, and now he just dumped another 480 manpower into a pack howitzer, which honestly I think is a mistake when you're behind for infantry. I think you need to keep cranking out those elite riflemen. But who knows, man? Maybe he'll get some lottery wins. Whoa! Heavy mortar has hit the field. It's been reinforced, making its way back up, and gets a nice hit on that Jaeger Light Infantry squad. We also have a lot of DP upgrades in this blob of guards, which is going to make it dangerous to engage them at range. And I think the Allies are not even aware that there is a battle group headquarters and Speer headquarters over here.
Target secured. The enemy now has 200 points.
Grenade going out, but it does not connect. Heavy mortars barraging the area, but it's not landing any good hits. Infiltration grenades going out as well. Heavy mortar barrage was so off target. And a Jagdpanzer has been produced by Dr. Strangelove. White phosphorus being dropped on a couple of MGs. Ooh, and a pack howitzer shot nearly wipes it, but it survives by a hair. That rifle squad on the flank tries to finish it off, but has no such luck, and now will be forced to retreat through the white phosphorus, but I think the smoke will also prevent them from being fired upon, so they do make it to safety. There is no major on the field, so he's going to have to retreat all the way to base. Well, he'll be able to heal back up once he reconnects back with his ambulance. Meanwhile, combat engineers are finally doing some harassment over here on the left, but we will notice that SunBro has taken control of the cutoff, which is going to put fuel control pretty firmly in Allied hands, since they do hold the right side fuel and the left side fuel has been cut off. But Murda's blob is on its way back toward the cutoff. And then our Obersoldaten accompanying this time, dealing some nice damage to those guard rifles. SunBro did go guard motor coordination, so we're going to be seeing T-3485s in the near future. He's still about 2 3/4 command points away from being able to bring that in. Captain is attempting to flank an MG-34, and apparently it will be sufficient to force that MG-34 away.
Sherman, ready for action.
Wow, this pack howitzer has 12 kills? Huh.
Unit Operational.
Dr. Strangelove doesn't have any Volksgrenadiers left? What happened?
Taking fire!
Apparently there was some sort of amazing pack howitzer barrage that killed all of Dr. Strangelove's Volksgrenadiers. I definitely missed whatever happened there.
Airborne assault is now available. Stukas and Fallschirmjäger strike. A sector has been cut off.
Oh no, retreat! What are you doing?
Get us out of here!
An Easy 8 hits the field just in time to save that retreating rifleman from that Fallschirmjäger. Misses both of its opening shots, but the 50 cal upgrade just completed. And the top gunner is sufficient to kill that Fallschirmjäger on the road. There is a Jagdpanzer on the field, so Easy 8 can't go too crazy on an all-out assault.
You see, anything.
Control of the victory points is in Allied hands. Control of the fuel is even until SunBro makes his next big assault. We'll see what target he decides to attempt to take out. Tank traps going up here by rear echelon troops. Looks like he wants to produce some cover. Riflemen are engaging these Fallschirmjäger. Nice shot by the pack howitzer. Bundle grenade goes out, or no, frangible grenade, but he does dodge. However, the Fallschirmjäger are taking quite a bit of damage. The rifleman gets suppressed by an MG34 in the back.
We just lost a unit.
And a full squad of rear echelon troops just went down. I guess. And the damage that pack howitzer has been doing is sufficient to give it veterancy 2, and as we all know, that 2 pack howitzer is actually extremely dangerous. So that could start to become a very serious threat, and it's going to be a high priority for the Axis to decrew or destroy that. The Jagdpanzer is firing on the Easy 8. Easy 8 fires a smoke barrage. Another frangible goes out. Fallschirmjäger takes 1 model loss. Ooh. Not sure if that's gonna get away. It depends on if that smoke clears or not. Fortunately, they were camoed on the retreat by some yellow cover here. I think that may have just saved their lives. Meanwhile, over here, it looks like Murda's blob is making a pretty dangerous push. Oh god. Okay, the heavy mortar was aimed over here. Alright, for a second I thought that heavy mortar was gonna potentially kill everything. Oh! Katyusha barrage! Devastating Katyusha barrage just kills everything! Ouch! And Murda is forced to retreat, getting away only just barely with 2 of those squads. Katyusha was definitely a good choice on SunBro's part. That single rocket killed 6 models, including 1 full Jaeger Light Infantry squad. It's pretty concentrated in this area. Should probably be careful. Pack howitzer could potentially cause problems for him. Currently it's just firing ineffectively. At that Jagdpanzer though. Looks like SunBro is going to attempt to mount an assault on the Strangelove headquarters here on the left side. Obersoldaten taking some losses. Forced back.
We now stand at 300 points.
Allied map control is definitely very strong.
Support gun, ready for action.
Indirect fire really coming through for the Allies this game. Wiping squads left and right. Ooh, and that heavy mortar is about to destroy his fire. Although I guess he doesn't need a fire since I think the battle group headquarters provides heat anyway. So, whatever. Rifleman engaging Fallschirmjäger on the right side. Rifleman will be forced to retreat.
Blizzard conditions are now in effect.
On your feet, ladies.
And an AT gun will be fielded. The EZ-8 has also been fully repaired. No upgrades on the rifleman, though, resulting in Retaliation having 300 munitions right now. I guess he's just going to continue spamming the white phosphorus smoke barrage, which is pretty effective against a Luftwaffe ground forces player that's investing heavily at MG34s, certainly. Rifleman flare is providing vision for the EZ-8 and other long-range weapons to fire on this infantry. The pack howitzer's not really getting any good hits. Ooh, it's actually firing white phosphorus, which is inflicting a ton of damage on those Fallschirmjäger. What are they doing? He could lose that full squad. There he goes. I don't think the Jagdpanzer can fire very well through the smoke either, so it's also forced to back away. It looks like SunBro's attempt on the left side didn't really go as planned. He wasn't able to crack through this defense. We also have an infantry support gun over here, but it looks like it hasn't really done anything. And the Katyusha hasn't had much of an effect since that initial barrage. Oh, he just used that pack howitzer to destroy his opponent's fire. Again, he doesn't really need the fire. This is battle group headquarters provides.
Under attack!
That Jagdpanzer was definitely the only thing stopping that EZ-8 from just rolling all over everything. But Dr. Strangelove he's spent so much manpower on Fallschirmjäger that he can't afford Volksgrenadiers. He needs to throw some Volksgrenadiers out and put some Panzerschrecks on them, but he's just desperately hurting for all resources. Because it looks like he's activated fuel transfer, which he probably shouldn't do, but he needs Panzerschrecks so badly. Meanwhile, over here, it looks like a Katyusha barrage missed a little bit. Trying to contend with Murda's blob. Oh, that was a nice grenade! That is going to force a mass retreat for sure. I think Murda is once again lucky to be escaping with these squads alive.
Contact! Small arms fire!
Infantry support gun not doing very well.
Clear. The blizzard is gone.
And that rifleman squad just went down due to inattentiveness, which is a shame since he's only got 2 left. Although this one, it looks like he's finally upgraded with BARs. He still has 150 munitions to spare even after doing that. This pack howitzer just continues firing away. It hasn't done anything too impressive though ever since we didn't get 2. And the EZ-8 is going to go down. He does have another one on the field though. And AP rounds are firing on the Jagdpanzer. He's actually kind of lucky that that ambulance didn't get taken out though, and a white phosphorus smoke barrage will actually cover that Jagdpanzer's retreat. It's actually a shame that he lost his second EZ-8 there, because with 2 fully repaired EZ-8s he could have easily charged this position. Especially with his infantry support, or with his teammate support. With his teammate support for sure, those 2 T-3485s would be devastating. Over there on the right side. It looks like the Katyusha has 10 kills now. It's moving over there toward the right to try and take a shot at some of this stuff. One well-placed barrage could inflict massive casualties in this area.
5mm guns. We will
Panzerfaust connects with that Easy 8. And I think the Jagdpanzer is going to try and follow up on that. I hope that Easy 8 makes it to safety. The AT gun is not being mobilized to assist, and his captain is in his base. Oh no. He doesn't see it though because of the Jagdpanzer's limited vision. Oh, there it goes. He utilized repair critical. And the Easy 8 should now be able to get to safety quite easily, utilizing a smoke barrage as well. It's kind of interesting. Oh no, these T-34-85s are finally moving up to support on the right side. That Jagdpanzer is completely oblivious to the fact that those things are on the way. It's so overextended and exposed, although it looks like that Easy 8 is going into its arc of fire. Oh, but the shot bounced! The shot on the Easy 8's frontal armor bounced, and that Jagdpanzer is probably dead. Shots on the Jagdpanzer are also bouncing though. The T-34-85 micro got a little bit lazy there. I think he just kind of assumed it was dead. Now the Jagdpanzer may actually get away. We do have a Panzerfaust going out on that T-34-85, putting it at quite a bit of risk. A shot does penetrate the frontal armor of the Jagdpanzer, one shot, and it could go down. And there it goes. That shot didn't even hit the Jagdpanzer with the AoE damage from hitting next to it. Apparently sufficient to destroy it. And like I said before, the fact that he has no Panzerschrecks to follow up on situations like this is just killing him. Ooh, that looked like a nasty shot from that pack howitzer. Right there. Oh, wow. Wow, apparently there's a King Tiger on the field from Murda. I'm not sure the Allies are ready for that. That's definitely hitting the field quite early. He definitely should be sending that in now, while the Allies are still weak and repairing. I mean, this T-34 is basically dead. I can't believe he's just sitting there idle after that huge engagement. He's going to actually just let the Allies repair and like prepare for the fact that there's a King Tiger on the field. What is he doing? That's crazy. I guess he doesn't want to send it in before his Stern Pioneers are ready.
Pioneers reporting for duty.
Infantry don't stand a chance against that American blob. The captain just popped on me, wiping one squad on retreat. Almost wiping those Stern Pioneers. Fortunately, there were no lucky bazooka snipes or anything like that. Dr. Strangelove is on his last legs. He has nothing. He literally has a 6-person army right now. Meanwhile, this pack howitzer has 31 kills. Which just goes to show what'll happen if you don't prioritize taking it out. And it's actually quite easy to take out because it's bugged, such that any weapon that fires at it will hit the gun instead of the crew. King Tiger finally shows its face. T-34 has been repaired, second T-34 also repaired, and there's now 2 Easy 8s on the field. I think that that force of 4 medium tanks should be sufficient to take that King Tiger out, especially with marked target, and SunBro has tons of munitions to spare for marked vehicle. So American 18 gunshot bounces. American infantry contending with Fallschirmjäger. Their BAR should give them enough damage to win this. Especially with Easy 8 support moving up from the right side. Absolutely nothing here on the right side that can possibly stop those EZAs from destroying everything. I can't believe that King Tiger's not moving up to support.
We have lured the enemy to 75 points.
Katusha Barrage going off here on the blob. Well, not really a blob, it's just 2 squads. There's not much blob left. That King Tiger is just being used so passively. He really needs to at least take control of a second victory point before the time runs out. The Allies only have 75 victory points remaining. Taking out that King Tiger is really quite important and to have any chance of winning this. Marked vehicle does go down on the King Tiger. Bombing run also getting called in. Or wait, not a bombing run. A white phosphorus barrage gets called in on the King Tiger, which is going to actually disable the weapons of all of these tanks. That King Tiger absolutely has to get to safety. I don't think it's going to be able to. It's completely boxed in, and there's no supporting anti-tank infantry at all. There's nothing except for one Retaliation. No chance of survival for that King Tiger whatsoever. It gets taken down without even really inflicting any damage on the enemy tanks. And there's another King Tiger on the field, apparently. Hopefully Dr. Strangelove will utilize his a little bit better.
Enemy flanking us! Enemy movement! On the right!
Cutoff being taken. It's pretty much up to this King Tiger to win the entire game, but that's just not gonna happen. The flood of allied medium tanks is not going to end anytime soon, and SunBro, or no, not SunBro, Murda is purchasing 2 Pumas, which is crazy. I have no idea why he would purchase 2 Pumas in this situation. Pumas are all pretty much hard countered by what he's up against right now. Allies continue to take control of the entire map. Oh no, Katusha Barrage. Oh! Inflicts some damage on these infantry in this area. He probably could have aimed that a little closer to the truck to also inflict damage on the truck itself. Dr. Strangelove just continues to purchase Fallschirmjäger. So he really is having a lot of trouble keeping up for manpower, and a third EZ8 is now on the field. 2 of them are double vet. There's not really much that can stop them. I think these 3 EZ8s would probably be sufficient to take out that King Tiger, considering the only support it has is one Retaliation and Fallschirmjäger squad. Of course, waiting for his teammates' armor to arrive would certainly help seal the deal, but even just throwing more target on there would probably be more than enough. Although he just threw away a rifleman squad for some reason. Looks like the EZ8 brigade is going to go in. Retaliation gets 1 shot off before being completely decrewed, and the King Tiger is subject to marked vehicle. It gets a shot off on that EZ8, swinging around to aim the turret at it again. And And it does manage to take out the EZ-8, but not before Retaliation can get the vehicle crew out and hopefully preserve their veterancy. The T-34-85s, however, have moved up to support. The King Tiger has been reduced to well below half. He's attempting to use combat blitz in an odd fashion. Continuing to survive, trying to keep his rear armor pointed towards his opponent. The two Pumas from Murda have arrived. The King Tiger finally goes down. And the Pumas don't really stand any chance. All their shots are bouncing as the T-34-85s. T-34s destroy the base gun and continue their charge. Puma shots missing or bouncing. And actually, they do manage to take out one of the T-34s, but the second one continues its pursuit.
Dispatching alternate command truck now.
That Puma pops smoke.
Marking and targeting a vehicle. The enemy is encroaching on
And
our
the chase continues. T-34-85 misses its shot, and there's a Kenworfer set up in the in its path, and there's also a shoe mine there. Oh, but a fresh set of T-34-85s gets called in behind the Puma. That T-34, however, also hits the shoe mine and is destroyed. The second Puma is getting repaired by the Mechanized Regiment headquarters, and while all of this is happening, apparently the EZ-8s have charged straight into the Axis base and are simply destroying everything. As well as some American riflemen moving up to take what little territory the Axis have left. Fallschirmjäger are being spawned on the victory point, prompting a retreat from Retaliation's getting through. Our retreating Fallschirmjäger squad stands no chance against those EZ-8s and will get taken out. Meanwhile, over here, the Axis' last bastion, which he also set up beyond a cutoff point, which is problematic in and of itself. Not sure why SunBro hasn't taken this victory point.
Push your attack. They are down to 50 points.
Riflemen moving to take the right side victory point, and things are actually quite close for victory points, so the Allies, oh, can't really afford to slack off on taking them. But that being said, looks like Murda and Dr. Strangelove decided they'd had enough. Getting bombarded by the Katyusha once again. Didn't really have any armor remaining with which they had any hope of combating the swarms of Allied medium tanks, and they have to surrender. So I hope you enjoyed the game. If you did, feel free to send me a replay of your own. I'm happy to do a cast for you. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you for watching.